right, let me get the music. Let's do that one.
The original Botox Cosmetic, the only product of its kind backed by over 20 years of research.
That works. Okay. Let's hear good. This. All right. Hey, D. How are you? Are you sewing today? All right. Let me get mine. I am sewing Butterick 6901, the vest. Are you sewing? I should do a little intro. Hey, I'm Shamir. Thanks for joining my live. Today I'm sewing a vest using pattern Butterick 6901. I did make a few modifications. One, I did lengthen the front and I lengthened the strap and I deepened the V, as well as I converted my faux welt pockets to functional welt pockets. And I've already done that ahead of time. So today I'm just going to be assembling the vest and yeah, excited to be here. This look is to complement my Frocktails look. For Atlanta Frocktails, the theme is Alice in Atlanta Land. And so I have chosen to draw inspiration from the White Rabbit character. That's the one with the pocket watch. So he's kind of got like a British swag. He's wearing a waistcoat. He's wearing, I don't want to say a blazer, but like a sports coat of sorts and pants. So I am too making a 3-piece suit or ensemble of sorts to draw, to bridge inspiration, but also pulling in some like flashy elements of like Atlanta culture. Hey, Julian. Are you draping today? Cool beans. All right, so let me see where I am. We've already done that. Let's start with the darts for the lining. Also, another modification I made for this pattern, they have you do the entire outside in one fabric or your fashion fabric, and then the entire inside in your lining fabric. The way I like to do my vest, I like to have fashion fabric on both sides of the front, and then in the back I like to do both sides lining. So I want to sew my darts now. Let me find some pins for the inside of my jacket, but I did do my markings. Well, I did the darts. I ain't gonna say I did all the markings. I have made this pattern a couple times now, so shouldn't be too difficult to get through it. I just have to remember that you turn this one through the side lining. I just need to make sure I don't stitch it up. That's it. Julian, you still at work? Or are you home? Have you started sewing? I know you said you had everything. Well, you had gathered all of your materials. I still need the contrasting fabric for my jacket. So my plan is to do the waistcoat today. Hopefully finish, but if not, I'm gonna finish it for the weekend. I am going to dinner right after this, so I do have a hard stop at 8. And I'm hoping, because I already did some of it, the hard part, I shouldn't say hard, the more tedious part, this will go pretty fast. And I forgot, I did not fill up my iron. Must have run out of bobbin because it's acting full. Yep. Okay. Well, it's a little piece on there, but not enough. You about to start today, the pants. See, me too. I like to start with something a little easier before I get to the stressful part, which I don't think any of my project will be stressful, particularly. Even though the jacket is a lot of fabric, it's not very detailed. So I actually don't think. Oops, I shouldn't get that long string like that. I don't think it's gonna be hard. I probably could have wanted a little bit more, but that's okay. I don't think it's gonna be super hard. Only thing I'm concerned about is the fit, so I'm gonna start with a muslin, just the top pieces. Because it is a men's pattern, I just want to make sure that the waist, that it nips in at the waist enough, because men tend to have, boxier bodies, so there may be more ease than I want. But child, who knows? I'm a little thick, so it might be just enough. Just enough. Dang, why it didn't catch? Let me try that again. I really do need to change this needle. I think I need about 3 projects on this needle. That's okay. I remember I was doing dots. I do need to plug in my iron so that I could press said darts. So D is draping. Oh, got hair canvas and shoulder pads in the mail today. Oh, nice. You about to be legit. I got some hair canvas and I ain't even used it yet. Auntie Kara's supposed to be teaching me how to attach it, but where is she? She ain't did now jacket. We're supposed to be doing the jacket together, where we do all the hand stitching, and she nowhere to be found. Plug this up. She over there making little dresses and stuff. Little pants with elastic, you know what I'm saying? She ain't about that life. Anyways, maybe one day. I do want to move away from fusible interfacing though, sooner than later. I ain't really been doing nothing lately where I really care, but eventually, especially when the fall comes back, I like to get into some nicer projects. And started taking a little extra time to do non-fusible. You trying to drape a top and a skirt? Okay, are you gonna post it in your stories so we can see, or are you just like practicing using a fusible too? You know what I saw that was interesting that I don't think I've ever done, with the exception of, well, let me just say what I saw first. First, what I saw was they were using interfacing on the sleeves of a jacket, like fusible interfacing on the sleeves of a jacket. And I was like, why would you want interfacing on your sleeves? The only time I've ever put interfacing on the sleeves if it was like a fabric that wasn't really supposed to be a jacket. And I was just interfusing the entire thing to give it some weight. But otherwise, I was like, isn't that kind of weird? Like, why would you want your jacket to be all stiff? What do I know? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. So are you going to interface your sleeves too? Hey, T. So y'all know, why am I Rochelle, who does the patterns, the pattern reviews, her page don't blew up or whatever, so her comments be crazy. So somebody was like, instead of being like condescending, why don't you blah 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 blah? And so people was like, she not being condescending, blah blah blah, comes to her fence. And I was like, girl, fall back. Then she gonna come back and respond, this lady in the comments, or what? I started to write something, but I said this is public, and girl, you got enough going on in your life. So I said, I'm gonna leave that lady alone. But I really wanted to tussle in her comments. And I figured, you know what, the more comments she get, more engagement, the better. Or if the fabric is too flimsy, only if it requires it, or if the fabric is too flimsy. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever used it if the fabric was too flimsy, i.e., I'm trying to make a suit jacket out of like challis, stupid shit like that. But it was just a regular suit. So I just thought that was interesting. I'll get my ham later. Put that together. Okay. What's next? Lining. Do the darts. And stitch dart in the back lining. Press toward the center. Okay, so here is my lining. I'm using some scraps I have left over from Minerva. Hopefully, I did draw the lines good. Like, did I mark this one? And I did. Go me. Are you sewing, T? That's a lot of like little raggedy pins in here. I should turn some light on, shouldn't I? Duh. I think there's a light right here. Yeah. I'll be sewing in the dark, in the silence. It don't matter. Do you guys like have to have music on when you're sewing? I typically sew in the silence. Let's see. Yep, you have to have music. That's funny. No, most of the time if I'm by myself, I just come in here and I just start working. I don't be like, let me find a music, let me find a playlist, I just sit down and start. Now, sometimes I do turn on music if I'm thinking about it, but I'm not usually thinking about it. So I usually just, you need music to help your mind calm down. You be stressed, girl? Are you one of the people that get up in the morning and start playing music? Oops. I should have did the darts in advance too. I'm excited for dinner, mostly because I'm hungry. We're just going to get sushi, which we go to this place all the time. But I'm hungry. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I've been trying to eat better, get more exercise. Summertime coming up, and one, I refuse to cut the 18 in these patterns. Two, y'all know, like my crop top, so I'm trying to have my belly out, but I can't have it out like this. She hanging over a little bit too much for my taste. My taste. But what am I wearing to eat? Let's see. You put your headphones on in the morning when I clean the house, and so oh dang, when I clean the house, it be silent in here too. Unless somebody's on live and I just have them like in the background, I'll play that while I'm cleaning up. But yeah, so you got to be intentional about that. I used to play music when I clean, but yeah, I just be like, just get it done, sis. And like, I feel like I have a little bit of ADHD when I'm cleaning. Like, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna start cleaning the toilet. Then I'll walk off and I'll be like, oh yeah, let me change the clothes. I'm like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and fold these. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to sweep this floor. And I just be all over the place. Oh yeah, the toilet. Let me spray the shower. I'm very unfocused. So maybe I need some music. What am I wearing to eat? Probably this dress. I'm wearing like a black turtleneck dress. No, I'm not dressing up. It's not well, I guess you could dress. People do dress up if they on a date or whatever, but it's not really dressy. It's not Nobu or nothing like it. It's like a nicer one. It's not a hole in the wall sushi place, but it's not. It's very, people are pretty casual there. And we be going up and down with sweatpants on. Everybody knows us. Really, everybody knows him. The funny thing is, I'm always with him. But if I come by myself, they don't know me. But if he comes by himself, they know him. And they know his brother. Because they be like, where's your brother? Where's your brother? I'm like, he in London, duh. So anyways, they love him and his brother. So we be in there quite often. But they don't be paying me no mind, y'all. They only like him. Probably because he British. You know what? Probably because he British. And I'm not, so they ain't think about me. They know his beer order. It don't matter what server we get. They know what he like to drink. Like, they know him. And he at the gym, which I don't think he shouldn't be doing nothing because he got hit by a car like 2 weeks ago, like as a pedestrian. And so his ribs, he broke 11, well, he has 11 fractures in his ribs. So he's not supposed to be working out until like another month. But he's so eager to go to the gym because he said he done lost 5 kilos since the 2 weeks that he hasn't been like doing anything. So he concerned that he losing weight. So he want to go do something. But I'm like, you need to sit down and recover. So he said he was just going to go sit in the hot tub. I don't know what he's doing. I don't trust him as far as I can see him. So he probably in there trying to do something he ain't got no business. So he going to be coming back with sweatpants on probably. All right, last dart of the night. Yes. No, he's not big and buff at all. You be all over the place too, D. Yes, I do be all over the place. I was like, I have a list in my mind of everything needs to get done, but I don't have sense enough to just finish one task at a time or finish one room at a time. I'll be all over the place. Then I forget that I was doing something. I have to come back to it. A mess. Do we work out together? Yeah, my friends like yeah, we work out together sometimes. But honestly, I really like the group classes, and he'll do them, but he would rather just do his own thing. So a lot of times I end up in a class and he ends up doing whatever he's doing when we go together. But sometimes, yeah, we do. I'll do whatever he doing. Which he don't be nothing. I'm like, you ain't doing nothing. Cause he like, if I'm working out just by myself, like I don't really push myself too hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do 4 reps of 12. 4 sets of 12 reps or whatever. And then I'm gonna move on to the next exercise. And it don't matter if I'm like actually tired or if the weight is heavy enough. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. Then I'm gonna take me a little break in between. Then I'm gonna go find something else to pick up and do. I don't have like a workout plan. That's what it is. I just be like, I'm doing legs today. Think I'm gonna do deadlifts, and I might pick 3 or 4 deadlift exercises and do my sets. And I might throw some abs and some arms in there. That's it. But I don't really be sweating for real. But when I'm in them classes, they be working my ass. So I need my hand so I can press out the dart. Let me pick that up. Mm-hmm. No, he's not big and buff. He's small. He's small. He metabolizes very quickly. So because of that, if he's not actively, lifting weights, he just keeps shrinking. It's really not fair. I was like, and I think he's probably like stressed, all that stuff. Hey T, so all that, I was like, well, shoot, I'm stressed too. How come I'm just getting bigger? Well, I can't have that problem. We could switch. Really? We could switch. Okay, let me iron these 50 lum darts. It said press toward the center, right? Yeah. I should press some of them the other way now, shouldn't I? Because if they all go into the center, then it's going to be bulky. So I'm going to press these to the center and the other ones the other way. Okay, y'all go together. Then these, we're going to press the opposite way. I really wanted to make a blouse out of this fabric. I think I might have enough to do a little blouse left too. That's why I had been holding on to it. Your husband used to be very much in that he's vegan in tone. I cycle and lift weights to tone. Yeah, we've done cycling together. I usually cycle on Fridays. There's this girl, like her name is Daphne at my gym, and she does hip hop on Fridays. She does it on Tuesdays too, but usually I have to teach at the pole studio. Like yesterday I had to teach, so I didn't go. So Tuesdays and Fridays she does the hip hop rides. And so I usually go. Now I do not like cycling. I do not like it at all. But I like her class, so I do it. Okay. Moving along. Now we have to do our, I'm supposed to stitch them together. No, I'm not supposed to stitch both. We're just aligning. Both. Okay. Let's put them together. So this one and this one. Yeah, these two go together. Now me, I didn't mark my dots. So it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Armina girl. You like step aerobics? So you like all the stuff. I don't know. The classes I like to take like a GTX class at that gym, which is equivalent. Well, I shouldn't say it's equivalent. It's very similar. It's a HIIT class to like Orange Theory. Except there's no rowers, so it's just treadmill and weights. And you just go back and forth. I like taking that class. That class, if I do that class like 3 days a week, I'll see results pretty quickly. And they have that class frequently throughout the day, so that's a pretty easy one for me to catch. I like to do one called Alpha Strength. It's like Olympic style lifts. So you do the barbells basically. So a lot of barbells, kettlebell. And then they throw in like stuff that nobody wants to do, like burpees and jumping on those blocks, jump roping, that kind of thing in between the sets or whatever to like keep your heart rate up. So I like taking that class. Although I haven't taken that class in a minute because I feel like I'm too out of shape to take it now. What else I like taking? I'll take bar. I'll do bar. It burns, but I'll do that every now and then. And I like taking the yoga classes. I usually take those like after I take a workout class, like a weights class. And then they have a class called Barbell Strength where it's just barbell. but it's in like an aerobic room, so the barbells are lighter, so it's like quick reps versus like trying to max out on weight. So it's a different style, but it's a smaller barbell class. That one's fun. And I like, they have classes called strictly strength, so it's just weights, but that's with the dumbbells. So like just functional exercises, different types of squats, lunges, curls, presses. So I like to take those classes. I just like to be in the group. They do have like Zumba and dance classes. I don't do any of that stuff because I got poles, so I feel like if I'm a dance, I guess I'm supposed to. But yeah, it's fun. But really, I need to be in the GT. Right now, I need to just be focusing on fat loss while building some muscle. So I need to be in like those high intensity interval type classes. Anything that's gonna keep my heart rate up while lifting weights. I need them both at the same time. And that does it for my body. That will work for me. The thing with the alpha classes, like I like the alpha classes, but just they don't really like make me lose weight because it's not enough cardio. I'm a little cardio bunny at heart. I need some cardio. Also, I don't eat. Hey, Toya. Yeah, I used to do Pilates, but they charge you extra for Pilates because they do the reformer. So I stopped taking it. I forgot what I was talking about. So it wasn't that fun. It wasn't that important. It wasn't that important. Oh, I was gonna say the alpha classes with just the lifting, the heavy weights. I don't eat right for that because you really need to be eating like a really high protein diet to really, I think, maximize your gains. I try to eat a lot of protein, but I don't. I said I try, but I don't. I don't eat enough. Like you're supposed to basically kind of eat your weight in protein. And I don't get that much protein consistently. I will drink a shake or whatever. It's still not enough. So I like those classes. But I know for my physique, what's natural to me is more like the high intensity or cardio. Lifting like really heavy weights and throwing around stuff. I was gonna say shit. Throwing heavy weights around is not really. It's just not what it works for me in terms of reshaping my body. I guess I need more of a mix. Now, what you could do, and I never want to do it, is you could go do those big weights, throw around heavy weights, and then go do some cardio. After I do all that, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to stretch for about 10, 15 minutes, and I'm ready to go home. So you could do that. I could do that if I wanted to kind of make that type of workout work for me. But it's fun though. When I'm into it, I'll be in class. But I know I'm not losing weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there throwing weights around. But if I'm like, oh, I need to slim down, I need to get in them cardio classes. Stat. But yeah. Nutrition is such an important part in like fitness and like especially when you're exercising for aesthetics, because there's like one thing to exercise because you want to feel good and you want to just have a healthy life. But when you're working out for aesthetics, there is definitely more of a science to it. Yes, Toya, I'm just working on the vest today. So I'm using Butterick 6901. I'm doing the vest. I did make some modifications to it. I made it a little longer in the front. I made the V deeper. I put like real pockets in here. So this pattern is just faux pockets, just for the aesthetic. But I put functional pockets because I'm going to be the White Rabbit, or I'm drawing inspiration from White Rabbit for Frocktails, and he wears a pocket watch. That's a pretty important aspect of his character. So I need a pocket to stick my watch in. So I made functional pockets so that I could put my watch in there. But yeah, this is what I'm working on. We getting pretty close. I put the backs together. I just need to press them out. The next thing is to make the tie-ins, which I have them right here. So stitch. I think I was supposed to cut this in half. I think I just cut it on the fold, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because what else would this be? Pretty sure it's supposed to be 2 of these cut in half. Okay. Make the tie-ins, attach them to the back, stitch the shoulders together, and then put it together. So I gotta press out my center back seam, so that's what I'm doing. And like running my mouth. Running my mouth. So I'm gonna press these, let them sit with the clapper a bit. And then I'm going to sew my ties up. Are you sewing, Toya? What you been working on? Are you still like on TikTok mostly? Because I don't ever see you no more. So I got to figure out how I'm going to finesse this, right? Because this fabric was gifted to me from Fabric Mart. And I'm supposed to do my blog post on it, you know, for my fabricista duties. And so I can't really post the final look until after the blog post, which is the second Friday in May. Frocktails is the first weekend in May. So what I think, I'm just not going to post the final look. But if people take pictures of me and they post it, then oh well. You still on TikTok? Okay. Do you be live? I'm assuming this seam allowance is 5/8 because it's look a little thick. Yeah. I don't remember the ties being this long. But what do I know? Because honestly, once I make my vest, I tie it to the tightness that I want. Just tell them, be like, I'm posting it. I did tell them I wanted it for Frocktails, but I didn't say when Frocktails was. Yeah, I just tie it. So once I finish my vest, I tie it, and then I never untie it. So that way it's always the right tightness. So this could very well be the length. I just haven't looked at the straps in a long time because I don't ever have to, because I just leave it the same. Julian said they'll be all right. And they will. The one thing I don't like about this machine is all that goddamn clicking because it's, a computer. So it's like everything. Every time you do a little command, it just makes some noise. It's like, can you just be quiet? Can you do it quietly? Apparently not. That to the side. Do this one. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be sewing in the silence, because I like quiet. So I had a roommate. She moved out over the summer, but she was not quiet. She would play music in the morning when she getting ready for work. She would come in from work talking mad loud on the phone. She liked to play music while she's cooking. She was just loud, but like she was my friend, so it was nothing. But I told her, I'm like, girl, you loud. Like, dang. And I just realized maybe I'm just quiet. Like I just like silence. But we're different in that I'm very introverted. Nobody believes me. And she is very extroverted. So she loves to talk on the phone and like have friends over and just real upbeat. And I'm just like in the bed, quiet. Like sometimes my boyfriend's like, do you want any music or anything? Because sometimes he likes to play like music in the background while he's working. I'm like, no, please, just let me have the quiet. Please, I beg of you, give me the quiet. So this machine making all them little noises. I feel like, girl, can you hush? Could you hush? Oh, not anymore. Well, do you ever come to Clapper? Because we be on Clapper. The bad girlies be over there. And I'll be over there with them. Not necessarily making a bag, but that's where I go live at when I'm not over here working on, getting hours. I go over there and hang out with them if I want some company while I'm sewing. It's funny. I'm like sewing, but y'all can't really see nothing I'm doing. I need to figure out like a consistent setup. But I'm about to move soon. So once I move, we'll see how we can rearrange the room and make space for this laptop for these lives or whatever we're going to use. I said I'm going to wear this dress, but it's going to be full of lint. I got a lint roller there. It's going to be full of lint by the time it's time to go. Lint and thread. So what you working on now, Latoya? You still doing the Vogue patterns, girl? I feel like I ain't done a Vogue pattern in a minute. But I got some. I bought this pant pattern. It's an indie pattern. I don't even remember what. I don't even remember. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be keeping my scraps. What the pattern was. So I can find it in my stash. But it was like, am I ready for the move? Girl, nah. No. I go pick up my key Friday. But I do have this apartment. Is this what I want to use? I do have this apartment until... No, this isn't what I want to use. I guess I want to push it inside out. Push it right side in, don't I? Let's try this. I have this apartment, until May 5th. So I can kind of take my time. I need to hire some movers. Dang, I just busted through that. Okay. Yes, I need to hire some movers. So that's first things first. Get a mover. But I asked my friend, like, do you remember the movers? Lord. And she couldn't find the information in the ones that we used when we moved here. She said they out of business. I'm like, Lord, it's hard out here. I done busted through this twice. So it'll be all right. Ain't that deep. I'm looking for one of those things, those corner turner things. Point turner, I guess that's the right word for it. No, I got one. They was giving them out at the Frocktails. Use a chopstick. I got a chopstick in here. I don't know why I got this. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna try a chopstick for the next one. See if it's easier. Cause that little thing just busted through here a couple times. Little fabric is fragile. Okay, little fabric. Over there. Okay, let's try the chopstick. So I have some, but I have not tried them. Okay, let's see. Okay, this works. Oops. Well, as well, and it probably won't bust a hole in my strap. So thank you, Armina. I had the chopstick in here for this reason, but I never bothered to use it. And I probably could use a chopstick to turn the corner too. Let's see. Might be too thick. This one on the end. All right, fit. Let me put it back in here because it'll be running around in this drawer. All right, we should not need these tools anymore. Put these away. Away. Hopefully we don't need that, so let's put that away for good measure. All right. We got our back pieces pressed and ready to go. I mean, did you finish your dress? Okay, I'm gonna start my dress. I'm gonna print my dress out tomorrow and tape it together. I'm trying to get some advice. Like, is it a quick sell? I'm thinking I'm gonna do it on Friday after cycling. After cycling, I'm gonna come on and sew for a few hours. It's only 3 pieces. Did you do the lining? Did you do a lining for yours? 3 pieces is good. So it should be fast. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just scared I'm gonna cut the wrong size. And then that's gonna be that. Okay. Let me see. Which bag do I like the most? What's gonna be the outside? Probably doesn't matter. They're both so busy. I think I like. Wait. There's a slight imperfection on this one. This one. Okay. Now I didn't do marks to know where to place the things. Let's see. That's all right. I can look real fast. That's the front. The back. Okay. There you go. Here-ish. Okay. And I'm just gonna measure that so I don't know where it goes on the other side. So don't be like me. Do your markings. I did. You could have cut 2 sizes smaller. Hey. See, now I'm nervous. All right, let's just use this little ruler. It's 4 inches. So let's mark 4 inches on this side. Let's flip it this way. Yeah, this way. So a little bit of a yellow, but not too much. Not too much. Not too much. It's like I need one more hand. I be trying not to put these pins in my mouth, but it's like the universe wants them in my mouth. They're like, girl, just put that pin in your mouth and then you'll have another hand. Duh. All right, let me put my other strap. So, Julian, while we're here, he's having a dandy challenge. It is tailoring your style, I think is the hashtag or the name of the challenge. If he's still in here, he can correct me. But basically, you get to create a look that is inspired by dandyism or tailoring. It's in honor of the Met Gala and the theme honoring the Black dandy. Oh, they want you to make a square. So tailored for you, 25. So that's the hashtag. So make sure you get it right. Or we. I'm talking about we. Like I'm doing it. He and me, because I'll be looking. You won't be able to see your hashtag. I mean your work. So let me see. If this is the 5/8, let's do this. Do. Stitch you on. So I know what 5/8 is. And I'm gonna move over. I don't know. Maybe 1/4 from that. Why not? I don't know how big the box is supposed to be. Just sewing one. The nice thing is I do have pinstripes to help me. Maybe one more stitch. Make some semblance of a straight box. I'm sure there's some sort of markings on that pattern piece. So, again, check out your markings. All right, so I just drew a little, I didn't draw it. I stitched a little box on. That's what I'm doing, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Black Soul Network. Okay, so since I'm yellowing, I'm just stitching this down at the 5/8 inch mark, so I know like where the seam allowance is, and then I'm moving over 1/4 of an inch to start making the box. And I'm not measuring the box, I'm just going off of what feels right. So, but this is navy blue. I'm using navy blue thread. You're not going to be able to see any of this. So, but I do encourage precision. I highly encourage precision. I'm just not interested in it. So here's my second block. And I don't know if they're about the same size. Let's see. How do we do? If I line this up. Actually, they're exactly the same size. How crazy is that? Look at that. I still encourage precision. In precision, you need to mark. Okay. You clip the inside. Because I don't want y'all to open up my garment and be like, ew, it's messy in there. So I'm going to clip my stragglies. Okay. So let's do this side. All right. Now what we do? I did that. Stitch back to front at the shoulders. Okay. Cool. So here is my back piece. Got my strings attached. Now I'm going to put my fronts, which I assembled off camera, together at the sleeve. What time is it? 7? Okay, so I've been here an hour. I'm making pretty good time. Now, obviously, we're not going to do buttonholes on camera, but I do think I can pretty much get this put together in an hour. Oh, well, I'm not saying I wouldn't do buttonholes on camera, but I am saying I'm not going to do buttonholes on camera. That's what I'm saying. Because you all have been with me stumbling through buttonholes before, although this one does a really good buttonhole, so I wouldn't stumble, but I have to do the markings and stuff because I didn't do that part. Also, I did I did hack this, so things aren't quite perfectly the same. So button placement would be a bit different anyways. Let me see. Move this over. That looking a little narrow. A little narrow, child. All right. Here we go. Carmen, are you ready to work on your jumpsuit? Nope. Well, you got an hour to get yourself ready. One thing I do need to do is like sure up my fronts, linings to my fronts because I did cut them. Let me do that right now. I'm gonna try these. These look, they need some oil on the front. And I'll just put this one on top of this one. Okay. Again, little yellow moment. Okay. That's all right. Okay. Next, I know we need to press our seams. Then we're supposed to stitch the back linings to the shoulders. So let's just do all that in one go, and then we're good. Press out our seams. So here's my lining piece, and these are my linings as well. This one will go this way. So it'll be nice to have like one piece of my Frocktails look out the way. I think I've bought everything else that I need. You need to start. Which Frocktails you going to, T? I got a watch. I got it's not actually a pocket watch, but it's just like a charm on a chain to give the illusion of wearing a pocket watch, which is fine with me. I bought a purse. I didn't make the purse. I bought a purse that's blinged out, and it is a clock, or it looks like a clock face, but it's blinged out. So I hope it's in time. I don't think it's made in the US, but it sounds like they're making it to order because she was asking me about some custom options, and I was like, "Oh, girl, just as quickest thing possible." Okay, thanks. And then I ordered some socks. I ordered some shoes. Sock, shoes. Oh, I'm going to make like garters. So you know how men wear sock garters? What is all these little pop-ups? So I'm gonna make garters, thigh garters that are gonna hold my sock, but my socks are over the knee. So if I decide to go with that look, then I'm going to make thigh garters that are like sock garters, but you know. So I'm calling my look the cunty white rabbit. So I'm drawing my inspiration from like Tom Brown on the runway. Sorry, well, the runway, but I meant the red carpet. Like what he's been doing with Doechii and Taylor Thomas. About to call her Taylor Thomas. That's not her name. Tiana Taylor. So yeah, that is what I'm doing for my Frocktails look. For my dandy look, I want to tone it down a bit. I like to make pants, so I'm making some little like booty shorts to go with this 3-piece suit for Frocktails. But I like, because it's Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta thought it up a little bit. We gotta thought it up a little taste. But for the dandy challenge, if I have enough fabric, which I bought like 8 yards of this pinstripe, so I think I should have plenty. to make a pair of pants to go with the dandy look. And probably for Fabric Mart, I will probably wear the pants. You got the shoe options. You're not sure about? I feel like you'd be going through this with your shoes every time. Except when you made the blue suit. You were pretty sure about those shoes. But I feel like all the others, like those silver shoes, you was like, I don't know about these. But I haven't seen my shoes, so I might be unsure about my shoes too, because I went through a host of shoes. There's actually some Tom Brown shoes. I'm like, oh, these would be perfect, but they were like $1,500, and I don't mind paying $1,500 for shoes. I do buy designer shoes quite often, but they got to be shoes that I really like and really want and could see myself actually wearing. And these were shoes that I thought would be cute for the look, but not necessarily shoes that if I was not trying to put a look together, that would be like, oh my God, I have to have those shoes. So I was like, no, I'm not paying that for those shoes. But I was trying to find something that looks kind of like an Oxford or forget what the word is, but just like a traditional or like a wingtip type shoe, something very, classic and something giving dandy. Yeah. Something giving, I'm wearing a pinstripe 3-piece suit. So anyways, I think I found that. I just hope that is actually cute with my look. If not, I like the shoes anyway, so I'm gonna keep them, but I'll just keep looking for more shoes. But I hope, I need some water in this iron, so I ain't doing that. I hope that these shoes work. Let me get some water. ATL, Shawnee. Yes, you do. Oh, you're going to Atlanta. Okay, yay. Wait, what's your name? T? Well, you don't have to say it if you don't want to. What are you doing for, if you don't mind sharing, like what are you drawing inspiration from any particular character, or are you just like, I'm doing my own thing? What you doing for Frocktails? What are your thoughts? What's your pattern? What's your fabric? You ain't got to worry about me stealing your ideas because clearly I'm already into mine. But I've had my ideas since they announced that Frocktails. However, I didn't have my look, but I knew I was doing White Rabbit. And I knew I wanted to draw inspiration from Tom Brown. I thought I was going to do more of a gown initially. Then I thought I was going to do a dress inspired by Balma, like a 3D with the hip gores and stuff. And then I kind of started leaning more toward the suits. Hey, Tyjeri. And hey, Anna J. And so I landed on the suit. And then I was like, well, I want it to be like a cool suit. Why are you talking about dinner at 7:30? Boy, I'm still online. I could give you 7:45. Because we're going to put these two pieces together. So yeah, I landed on a suit, but I was initially thinking a dress initially. But I always do a dress, so I'm glad I'm doing something else. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, I always do a dress. So he said, okay. I know that's right because we talked about 8 o'clock, but I was like, I could end at 7:30 if like you really want to go at 7:30. But I'm like, we're gonna have to wait either way. So he was like, yeah. Now he talked about 7:30. I'm like, no. Because that's only about 15 minutes away. I wanna put these together because that's the next step. So after I do my shoulders, the next step is to pin the right sides together. So I'm gonna do that because I would like to It's not gonna be done. Obviously, they ain't gonna have no buttons. And I usually hand stitch the closing. I'm not gonna hand stitch on here, but if I can get that done, then that'll be most of it. So, all right, move you out of the way. So we're doing that part. We're stitching it together. By the way, Julie and we're doing a takeover for Sunday service. I don't know if I should call it a takeover, but whatever. I might be a little dramatic. We're hosting Sunday service on April 27th. We are doing waistcoats. So another vest. Julian will be working on his vest for his actual Frocktails look. Clearly, I'm doing mine now because I have to move around the same time as Frocktails. I'm trying to have my look complete by the last week in April. So basically, in a couple weeks. So when we do our live, my boyfriend wants a waistcoat. He's been asking for a while, so I said, you know what, I'll just do it then. And he's a guy. Julian's a guy, so I can ask him questions about the fit and all of that while I got him here. You know what I mean? So it just makes sense. But I don't have the pattern yet. The only pattern I have for men, I think, besides I do have Scorp's vest, is this waistcoat from New Look, and it's as old as Methuselah. I don't even know when I bought this pattern, but he said he didn't want double-breasted, so I need a single-breasted pattern for him. I found I think I found a Vogue one on the Simplicity site, but they don't sell, so I'm trying to see if they're gonna give me a sale. I'm happy to print it out as a PDF, but I need it on sale, so I'm just waiting it out so I can get a pattern. I'm gonna look through my stash, but I don't have very many patterns for men, for male physique, so I am gonna probably have to buy it. Oh, well, just buy my hat on eBay. Oh, you just bought your hat on eBay. That's where I got my socks from. And I was thinking about, so if I don't do socks, because I have to do pantyhose anyways, because the shorts are like very high cut and TMI, but I'm a little dark in the inner thigh area, so I don't want that on people's pictures. Usually if I do photographs, I Photoshop that out. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. So I like smooth out my skin or discoloration in my skin. So I don't want that in my picture. So I was going to wear like flesh tone pantyhose anyways under the socks, whatever. But if I get the socks, I'm like, this ain't cute, then I was thinking about doing the stockings with the LVs all through them. And I saw those on, was it Temu? Where was I? It was I'm not going to buy them because I would never wear that. I don't like flashy stuff. But I was on one of them little sites and they had some. I think it was Temu. Oh no, it was DH Gate, which I've never ordered for their either, but they have a lot of knockoff stuff on there. And I was going to get the stockings instead. Anyways, I'm trying to be flashy, trying to be Atlanta. So my watch has it's like a bust down watch, but it's fake diamonds, of course. It's all fake rhinestones. My purse is blinged out. I think I want to do a choker. So I don't know if I want to do like a Cuban or if I want to do just like some kind of watch theme thing around my neck. I haven't decided, but I'm trying to like incorporate just over the top Atlanta scammer vibes. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Ro. Okay, Julian doing a corset vest, which yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. That's gonna be cute. You decided between the rabbit and Cheshire Cat. I was thinking of vest and pants. Go for it. Wait, did you tell me your name? No. I think there's gonna be a lot of suits. My thing was that like with the suiting, it's gonna be hot. So that's why I am doing the waistcoat in the shorts. so that I come in, you know, hey, y'all send me my coat, and then we take that coat off and we have a good time because it's gonna be hot. I'm not keeping that coat on, so I didn't want the coat to be the main piece of my outfit. It is the main piece, but I wanted it to be versatile enough so I could strip down. You want to use one of your precious fabrics? Yes, the Wahid waistcoat. Are you giving me a suggestion? Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of that. Is that a pattern suggestion for a male coat? Is that what that is? It's not a traditional suiting fabric. I am. Are you saying you're gonna be in your coat the whole time? Julie, you know you be hot, child. You're not gonna be in that jacket all the whole time. But you got the corset, which is a statement piece on its own. And you making a shirt too. I thought about doing a dickie. I'm undecided because I was also thinking about doing a tie because he does wear a bow tie. But I have not decided on that yet. I kind of just want to get the main pieces out the way, see how it looks. If I feel like, yeah, this is it, or if I feel like, oh, it needs more, then I'll make more accessories. But right now, no shirt, no vest, no shirt, no tie. Right now. Okay, let's see here. Pin align to vest, right sides together, matching notches, dot center seam, stitch lower, front and neck edges, breaking stitching at dot. Child, what dots? Y'all need to show me pictures. I think they talk about that. And stitch armhole edges. Okay. Cool. All right, so let me pin this together. Here we go. I'm gonna start with these seams here at the shoulder. Oh, that's why you're making the corset to take the jacket off. Yeah, I think that's smart. I think everybody who think about making suiting and shit, think about layering so that you can take some things off because Frocktails is always hot. Only time it wasn't hot was when it was in October for Atlanta. When they did it in October because it was like a fall day, it wasn't really hot. It was very pleasant. And we had a big outdoor area so we could go. Dang, I dropped a pen. So we could go stand outside and chat. So that was nice. But yeah, anytime you got a bunch of people in the room, it'd be hot. And it'd be hot when you're in your good clothes. So yeah. Go ahead, think about layers. Some you could take off. Mm-hmm. Well, if you do the white rabbit, then we gotta take pictures. So make sure you find me. I had some other ideas too. I thought about doing Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I was gonna do outfits for me and my friend. I was gonna bring her. I also thought about not really like a specific theme, but the black and white checker that you see, I want to say in the Queen's Palace somewhere, wherever. I was thinking about doing something with that. I also thought about like how when she shrinks, so just making like a really like an ultra mini outfit that, you know, kind of plays on the shrinking. Yeah, girl, scammer vibes. You know Atlanta scammer vibes. You know how they be dressing. They be having all the labels on, everything. Balenciaga across the chest. It's like, bro, you can wear the stuff without everybody knowing. You don't have to advertise for them folks. You really don't. The flashy sneakers. They finna be outside. It's finna get warm too. They finna be out here with their little clothes on. With all their labels showing. But yeah. All they rhinestones. Cause I'm like, all y'all ain't got a bust down. Some of these is fake. Some of these is fake. And really, bust downs are stupid because they do not hold value. You want to depreciate a watch real quick? Put a bunch of diamonds all over it. You're never going to get back out of it what you put into it. Do you know? Because they probably got scammers in DC too. They probably got scam culture in DC. I'm about to be living near the scammers because I'm about to be like in a high rise. And child, that's where they be at. Over there. I'm trying to get a watch. I would really, really like a Rolex. First, I was like, oh, I need to buy a house and then I'll buy a Rolex. But then I bought a house and I'm like, I really now just want a man to buy it for me. Like, where the men at who buy watches? Find me. Good thing. Oh, I hope my boyfriend ain't looking. He do be on YouTube. Find me if you buy a Rolex. Okay, let's start sewing. I think I'm gonna start from the middle and go out for the top part, and then I'll come back and do the other side, and then we'll do the bottom, which is a little tricky. Just a little. I guess I should have put a tag in here first. Well, I can still do tag actually before I seal the bottom up. I can do the tag. If it be ugly, then I'm taking my tag out. But I need to know. I know I need to know. That pouch pattern. Oh, you talking about the one I tagged you in on Instagram? Yeah, isn't that cute? I was like, she shouldn't have showed me her pattern piece because now I'm like, girl, I could just make that. It was just like a doop-de-doop with some little darts in it. I was like, I ain't gonna pay you for that. And I want to say it was like $10, which is not awful, but also it's a semicircle with darts. It's like, wait a minute. Now I know I'm dead ass wrong for that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Where pins go? There we go. Great. I didn't think that through. Pins. That's okay. Sorry. Get a Bridling. I have to see. Diamond Chanel bag, red bottoms, lease Mercedes, and no furniture, girl. Be straight on the air mattress. Got it. That's the vibe I'm trying to give. I actually was gonna get some red bottoms for my costume, but I want these. But I was gonna get the ballerina ones. They do not have my size because they was completely sold out. Then they got some sizes in, but they didn't get my size in. I was like, ooh, yes, this would be cute for the Frocktails. You know, really just giving myself an excuse to spend some money. But they don't have my size. I have to look into it. Z. I feel like those watches, I like associate them with looking kind of like aviation type watches with all the dials and stuff on them. Like a little bit more masculine than I would want. But also, I haven't looked at these watches. So, and the reason I want a Rolex is because although there are certainly more luxurious watches on the market, they don't all hold their value the same way. So I think because Rolex is like a household name, it holds its value, its resale value a lot better than a lot of some of the other ones that are certainly more expensive and more exquisite, but they depreciate quite quickly. So that was also one of my logic behind a Rolex versus some of the other brands when I was doing my research. But really, I'll take any of them. I'll take any of them. Beggars cannot be choosy. I'm a firm believer, so I'll take any of them. Let's do the tag first before we go further with time. We got 15 minutes. All right. Let's see. What are my tags? Now, this should be stitched on with black thread. Where's the back? This is the back, right? So, yeah, so I'd be pissed if I put this on the front. Okay, let me. Might I have some black thread? Damn. Here we go. Check Milano and biscuit. Your baby bought you one? The ballerina ones are cute, aren't they? They are super cute. I want those. I would wear those. I want the black ones though. I really like the blush colored ones, but I feel like they would get dirty. And if I get them dirty, then I'm gonna be mad because I ain't gonna wear them dirty. I feel like you spill something on them because I like to drink. It's over for them shoes because satin doesn't do well when it's wet. So maybe a professional cobbler can fix it. Maybe not. I don't know. You could always put that. Well, I would probably do it anyways. Put the spray on it to make it water resistant. But or if it's raining, God forbid, you end up out somewhere and then all of a sudden it's raining when you come out. I just feel like the black ones would be more forgiving, although they would certainly be damaged as well if they got wet, but more forgiving. So I want the black ones, but I do like the blush pink ones. Those are super cute. I want those. Now, when you say your baby, do you mean like your child or your husband? What you talking about, D? Questions that need answers. All right. I'm just quickly attaching my tag. And then we will move on. We will proceed with putting our right sides together. Okay, we had our tag on. So much work for a little tag. You know, I need to get the kind that just iron on, be sticky. All right. Back at it. Stitch this part. Yeah, just leave the sides open. I can stitch this part. What shoe size? I need a 41, boo. I wear a 10, but I buy 41 in the European sizes, which is like an 11. Sasquatch. Yeah, I need a 41. I can do a 40 if it's like an open toe, or 40 and a half. But if it's closed, I need all my room. I should have stitched this the other way. Wasn't thinking. That's all right. But if you see them, let me know. I looked in like the European sites and everything. Sometimes they have. Oh, you sent me the link. Okay. Your husband. I was just trying to see, girl. Your husband buy you real nice gifts. You got a good one. You got a good one. Whenever I ask my boyfriend about my Rolex, he be like, I be taking you on trips, doing this, doing that. That's better than a handbag or whatever. Because he used to buy them girls back in the day handbags and stuff. I be like, oh, you bought her a Louis Vuitton purse? You ain't bought me no Louis Vuitton purse, you know? He be like, you got money, you can buy your own. No. I want to spend your money. I want to spend your money. Look, Julie said, what prayer did you pray? I know that's right. Nah, Dee be getting out of her husband. I always get her nice gifts. But you know, I'm grateful because Vegas can't be choosing because he do nice things for me all the time, but he just ain't bought me no watch. That's all I'm saying, or no handbag. That's all I'm saying. He just ain't did that. That's all I'm saying. You just want a man who not afraid to take pics with you. Why they be afraid to take pics with you? You be getting a man who don't like taking pictures. Some dudes don't like taking pictures. Okay, here we go. Tuesday for that, please. Thank you. I wonder if I was supposed to stitch all the way to the end. Looks like it. Okay, we good. All right, we got one side done. Go to the other side, and then I'm gonna have to clip. It don't tell you, but I'm gonna clip into the curves. know why these instructions don't be. They don't be setting you up for success all the time. It's like, you know, it's gonna be some drama if you don't clip them curves. Let me move my pocket bag out the way, y'all. Uh-oh. I done ran out of bobbin. Look at them. Let me see. Do I have any bobbins here? What time is it? I got a little time. I have some black thread. That's good enough for me. Ain't no there's no understitching, so it's okay. You just looked up. This your second one? Dang, see? I need to get the first one going, child. I need to get the first one going. I ain't getting no younger. Right. Which side was I on? Not this side. This side. He said it was the look of the draw. They do say dating is a numbers game. Little probability. Okay, all these strings. It's on my nerves. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I know they don't ever just, it's like they omit things that they know will make your garment better just for the sake of rating the pattern easier, which is crazy. Yes, please don't forget to like the live if you haven't already. Hey to all 23 y'all that are in here. Yep. Sometimes you do have to figure out these patterns. Yeah. I know I will butcher them up real quick. All right. These pins out. Let's work on the back. We're supposed to stitch the bottoms, and then we're supposed to stitch the armholes. So let's pin this. Oh, that might be a little. Gotta make some decisions, because when I was cutting this silky fabric, I was shifting a little taste. And I just add them because a pattern is just a suggestion. You said that right. You said none but a word. A pattern is just a suggestion. Yeah, same. If I know better, I do better. If I don't know no better, though, I just, whatever. Roll with the punches. Like I was contemplating, because my coat that I'm making for Frocktails is like a costume pattern, so it doesn't have like all the details in it that you usually get in a jacket pattern. And I was like, man, how much we gonna modify here? Okay, I don't know where the dot is. I'm sure it's just to the seam. So I'm just gonna stitch to the seam here. Make sure the other side is out the way. All right. Oh. trying to be like quasi careful here because I don't want my back looking janky. Like if the points don't really line up very well, it's not gonna be cute. Okay, here we go. Making sure that's out the way. Did not pin that right. I'm gonna be careful not to go through the seam. Why don't you stitch like that? Because otherwise it won't lay properly. All right. Other side. I got married 5-6 times and still ain't get it. Lord. At some point, I just be like, I don't need no man. The only reason I would keep getting married is if I actually need them. Like, for financial reasons, stability. Otherwise, fuck them man. Forget it. They must be old school. Because I would be like, I'm good. Because really, what are we doing as wives? Catering to men? Ew. Mm-mm. Ew. All right, here we go. Let me see the best way to get in here. Why do I keep pinning the wrong direction? Unless he buying you Rolexes, then I do it. I can't see. All right. Right there. Yes, ew. My senior bag. Yeah. I'm just saying, do it for love. Maybe once, maybe twice. After that, it's like y'all ain't hitting on nothing. I can do bad all by myself. I'm just saying. Because what are we doing? What are we really doing? I'm just kidding, y'all. I love love. I love love. And I love the idea of companionship forever. Well, until one of y'all die. With the right person. I think that's beautiful. I'm just kidding. Some people do just be in a lifelong arrangement of servitude, but some people actually do have true partnerships, and I think that is beautiful. For sure. For shizzle. My friend is getting married. I got a couple friends actually getting married. One got engaged on Christmas. No, before Christmas. Christmas, around Christmas holiday though. And then one got engaged on Valentine's Day. And the one that got engaged on Valentine's Day, we went dress shopping. It's like our first time dress shopping Saturday. And she found the dress that she really likes. But she wants to shop around and see if she can potentially find it at a cheaper price, I should say, not a rate, cheaper price. And I said, good luck, because I told her I'm not going to be a bridesmaid. I'm done with that bridesmaid stuff. I'm too low, and I'm not spending my money to stand up there with you. So she was like, well, can you just help me, like, pick out a dress? Something else. I said, sure. Sure. But hey, Reese. But yeah, I'm like, y'all should have got that. If you want to be a bridesmaid, you should do that in your 20s, early 30s. I'm in my late 30s now. I'm not interested. I got my own stuff going on. I'm not trying to help you plan your event. Get you a planner, hire you a stylist. Like, I feel like at a certain point in life, if you can't afford it, baby, don't do it. Don't do it. But no, I'm not finna be planning showers and pitching in to buy this and that. My days of doing that is over. Just invite me to the ceremony. I just want to come, eat, drink, and be merry. Okay, that's all I want to do. That's all I'm good for. To be honest. Okay, stitch this way. All right, here we go. That's all I'm good for. Y'all should have found y'all a man when y'all was young. Y'all done got old and y'all want to play bride? No, girl. Actually, I really like weddings. I just don't want to. Actually, if I get married, I just want to go on a trip. Take me and my family, my close friends. I just pay for us to go on a really nice trip, or me and my spouse. We pay for our guests to go on a nice trip together. We pay for their hotel, their flight, the excursions or whatever we're gonna be doing. A meal or two, and let's just go gallivant around in another country. Why are we spending all this money to dance down the street? But what I would do is take some pictures. So I would probably make myself a gown. He can rent a tux or whatever he wants to, whatever the vibe is, and I'll take some pictures. But in terms of like spending, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on a ceremony, no. We take that money, we go have a real experience. Okay. Now, if I was 25, I'd feel differently, but I'm not 25, so my priorities are just different. Okay, I'm good with the courthouse. I'm good with the courthouse, baby. Give me that watch I've been waiting on. Give me something that I can cash in if I need to. If times get hard, give me something I can cash in, either a trip or some things or both. Give me that watch, give me a nice ring, and take me and my folks on a trip. Okay. I'm supposed to do the armholes. Let me see. I'm chatty. All right. Guess we're going to 8:00 anyways, because let's see. He sent me a message. He listening. He said, okay, wow. Oh, Lord, I got some explaining to do. Anyway, so we're going to take these 9 minutes to finish up what we can. So we're going to do these armholes. And then you can like flip it inside out or right side out, I should say. So you can at least get a feel for what it looks like. I still have to stitch up the side, but the one side should be able to stitch. Now they want you to understitch after you turn it all the way out. Okay. Cool. But yeah, she's super excited and I'm excited for her. She been through a few dusties, so I'm in trouble. He'll be all right. I already told him all this stuff before, so he knows. He knows. Her dress is cute. I was like, this is cute. I personally, if I found the dress that I liked right away, I wouldn't like spend my time continuing to look for dresses because it's like, for what? You found something you like, it goes with your theme, it's in your budget. Just get the dress so you can check off one more thing on your list, right? Instead of spending more time going dress shopping. But again, that's just me. I am very much like, even when I take pictures, some people want to do 200-300 pictures. No. Did we get the shot? Let's go. I don't need all them pictures because what are they gonna do? Sit on my hard drive taking up space? Some people just be wanting to do stuff. Like, nah, I found it. Let's go. I ain't finna keep looking for something better. Ain't nothing better. If this is what I like and I'm sure about it, then that's what I'm gonna go with. So she's talking like she want to go to some trunk shows and all that. I'm like, girl, more power to you. Also, I'm like, going to a trunk show, they gotta have your size. And she's not necessarily plus size, but she is in the plus size when it comes to wedding wear, because you know how their sizes are different. So it's also going to be tough to find things in your size or even larger, maybe, so that you could get it altered down at like a trunk show or a discount sale situation. You know, let's say you do find that dress at a trunk sale or something that you like, but you know, you have to try to find something in your size. I don't know. About that. And also, she wants a really elaborate dress. This dress had lace and glitter. It was like a ball gown style, lots of layers, train. Did it have a train? It didn't have a train, but it was just really big and poofy and just very, very detailed stuff all on the bodice, on the skirt, at the bottom of the skirt. It was a lot. It was pretty though, but it was a lot. And I'm like, those type of dresses, they're gonna cost a lot of money to alter, because if they have to like shorten it or do this or do that, then I have to move all of that decoration over, or you're gonna lose some of the details. So it's best to just order as close to your size as possible. Like, get it designed to your measurement specification so that hopefully there's minimal alteration when you get it back. Because you could end up spending, hundreds, thousands of dollars potentially in alterations, or you have to settle for something that doesn't fit as well. So caution there. If it was a simple dress, and I'd be like, yeah, but she didn't want simple. She thought she wanted simple. She came in, she thought she just wanted a simple satin dress, but baby, she went for the most elaborate thing up in there. She was like, oh, I think it needs more poof. I think it needs more bling. Like, it ended up being very blingy and very poofy by the time we left there. And that's going to be expensive to alter. No, Frocktails, SC Eisenbar major wedding dress. It was in a beautiful old manor house. Oh, you should post pictures. Post your wedding pictures so we can see them. When is your anniversary? Is it coming up so you can have like a real good excuse for posting your pictures? And not just be like random, like, why is she posting her wedding pictures? Post my anniversary so the people can be nosy. No, Frocktails is May 3rd, I think. May 3rd or May 2nd. Whatever that Saturday is, that's when Frocktails is. Girl, no, I'm just starting on my Frocktails look. This is piece 1. Pins are sticking me. I'm not going to do the understitching and all of that, but I'll clip it and try to press it so you can get a general idea of what it looks like before I jump off of here. And also, Carmen should be getting on soon, a couple minutes if she's on time. So I don't want to hold us up. All right. So got it all sewn except the sides. The sides are open. But I am going to clip into my curves. So if you have this pattern, it doesn't tell you to clip into your curves, but I encourage you to do so. You can clip however you want. Some people like to do little slashes. I prefer old school triangles. It's up to you. Because I prefer everything old school, apparently. Hey, Coco. Are y'all on Clapper yet? I saw Rochelle in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. She might be. Make sure that you like the live before you go. I've been practicing trying to use my scissors more in your rotary less. Oh, okay. I'll be doing the opposite. I'll be trying to use the rotary more, but unless you got like a fresh blade, I feel like it's more of a headache than anything else. Personally. It's like the fabrics that I use, I guess I dull the blade pretty quickly. Maybe I need to get like multiple blades for different things. Cut that out. And that way, if I'm cutting something that's going to dull the blade, I'll still have a good blade left. Okay, let's do armhole on this side. And I don't really have any rhyme or reason to my clipping. Like, am I clipping every inch? No, just where I think it might need one. Not yet? Okay. I'll be watching y'all from the bed again probably by the time y'all get on. I fell asleep so quick yesterday. I was tired. I taught like 3 dance classes. Well, I taught 2 pole classes, and then I taught a yoga class. Maybe them classes wore me out. All right, did I do everything? I think so. Okay, let's turn it inside out. I think I'm doing it right. Turn around, inside out, bringing both fronts through one shoulder and out one side of the back. Okay, yeah. I'm birthing my jacket. Renaissance woman. Yeah, girl. I be into a little bit of everything. Almost there. Just getting the other side out. So before I put the sides together, I'm supposed to understitch. Oh, I forgot to clip these corners. That isn't going to work like that. I'm just cutting it closer to where the little corners are, because I won't be able to push them out that well if I don't clip them. Am I still turning this inside out? I was like, I did that. Okay. Let me clip this. Trying not to get too close because I have done that before too. Real scissor happy like. And I like to cut it, trim it down nearby, I guess. That too. Just trim the seam allowance down. And I'm just using my fingernail moments. Okay. Ooh. Let me turn the light on because I can't see anymore. It's gotten dark. All right, I'm gonna press this a little taste just to show you guys, and then I'll come back later and press out my corners and everything for real. Do my under stitches. Gotta change my bobbin anyways. But this is a nice, like, pretty easy pattern if you want a waistcoat. It was very popular last summer. I did make some shape modifications to mine to make it more of a shape that I like. I thought the waist was a little too cropped for me, but not necessary at all. Just my personal preference. because I did clip my corners. Not my corners, my curves. They are like no fuss when it came to trying to press them flat. So clip them. And these points, I did not cut the excess out the points, so these aren't going to be as sharp right now, but I'll go back and do that. Because I forgot to do the lining part. The back part. Okay. Eee. Let me plug this so I don't have any iron accidents. All right, let's see if we can make it look like something. So we have a little overlap here. And then in the back, we have this, and then we tie it up to make it, come together. So this is where we are right now. Not fully pressed and, pushed out, but this is, oh wait, is my points even? Yeah, a little off. So I have to fix that too. My point is a little off. But anyways, looking messy. Thank you. Let me see. So yeah, this is my vest. I do have little pockets. They're very small pockets, but enough to put my little pocket watch in there. And the lining matches the back. So that is it. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be cute. I gotta do a few little things to it. Like these aren't, honestly, it doesn't matter because I could wrap this one on top. But anyways, these aren't, they aren't symmetrical. So I fixed that for sure. And yeah. Thank you. All right, I'll see y'all later. Carmen should be coming on in a second. Did I start today? I did the front pieces the other day, so I put the welt pockets on the other day off camera. But I did the rest of it today, yeah. All right. So see y'all later. I'm gonna go have dinner. Y'all enjoy.